Low mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel, that probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertips like I'm Thanos. Knocking those down, no bangles. Without a Kango, tailor-made. Walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe combination needed, not a coca key. I'm the extra lighter on the dresser. I know you need it, smoking out the competition, pouring up, we undefeated. What you heard, let's you heard, we eating, talking about extra with a splash, extra acting bad, pull it like parades on parades, extra with the slab, pay what it cost for the tab, extra with the bag, young Crizzle King, better add extra on the. I go extra to be great, I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake, I got extras on the plate, I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Taken from about the 12. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And they go play action now. Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The LSU connection, Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first.
As Jamar Chase picks up a first down here, how about a quick reflection on his debut as a rookie? Set a new rookie receiving record and the Bengals franchise record with 1,455 yards and was 3rd in the league in touchdowns.
Here we go.
He became only the 2nd rookie receiver named All-Pro since 1998, joining former LSU teammate Justin Jefferson, who did it in 2020.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one good for 37 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll give it to Mixon. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Mixon again. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A man who missed all of 2021, this is J.K. Dobbins. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
No, we changed it.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. The Ravens at 3-1 here through the first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They go play action with Jackson. Buying time to his left. Throwing out left and finding Likely. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Hey, 50 seconds to mine. So don't say nothing. Hatch it.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 28. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Play action. It's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
On third down, the defense decided to blitz. A very good job of recognizing it, stepping away from the pressure, and finding open space to scramble and pick up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Jackson running again. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Here we go. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here we go. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Steps away. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. Saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
That 3rd down conversion, good for 23.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Burrow will throw. Looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Partner, I think this one won awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
They go play action now. Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Play action. Now Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, 48 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. From the 10. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Throwing on 2nd down. Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a 1st down on the play. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And it's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. Now Burrow loses the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him? How happy was he at the end of it when he found the football again, able to retain possession?
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. 4th down, out comes the punter, Drew Chrisman. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
No, that's you, partner. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. Well, so much for being backed up against a goal line to start the drive. He gave some breathing room and then some. I think the defense really got caught thinking safety, trying to stack the line of scrimmage. And oftentimes, if you can get past the initial grouping, there's a lot of room to run. The defense actually fortunate that didn't go farther.
Now Jackson on first down. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's caught inside the 35. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Jackson now. Being chased out left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again is Jackson. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. James Prochet in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens would extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Bengals drive about to get going. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. He sets to fire deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Jackson to throw. Open man is Duvernay. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. 2nd half with the lead. This is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Beating him there with his legs, 21 yards, 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. The situation changes a bit now. First and goal from back at the 10. Now it's Jackson. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Well, I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And here's Jackson on the option. They'll give this to Ricard. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal.
And sometimes it doesn't matter how big and strong and powerful you are. The defense is going to win an occasional battle, and they did on that one. Stopped him well short of picking up a first down.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. From the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Oh, that was sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Burrow on play action. He will find his man Chase complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. First down. Here's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Play action. It's Burrow. Rolling to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Again, it's Burrow. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. David Ojabo brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back.
4th down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise. But how about the coverage? They're able to bat it down.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jackson dancing to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I like what he showed me in this game because he certainly has understood when it was time to scramble with the ball. On this play, he shows me that he knows when to throw it away as well.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. The Ravens send their punter out now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
So not quite out of danger just yet. Still backed up a bit, but only need a few inches here on 2nd down. And some room to work. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 36-yard line. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
Here we go.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's gonna be caught. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Defense blitzed, but they picked it up pretty well.
Allowed their man to stand firm in the pocket and not be hurried, didn't it? That allowed him to make the nice throw downfield to help complete that play.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the Bengals' 31-yard line.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Back to you. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
Now Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And the pressure gets to him again. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.
So for Baltimore, they